Well, good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
It's great to be with you this morning, and Andrea, thank you for being such an awesome mistress of ceremonies. Now, Andrea and I go way back, so I can poke a little fun. I was glad she didn't sing a little Whitney for us this morning. I've heard her sing before. But I will tell you, I wish the fourth graders from Hancock would have. They sounded great, didn't they? Yeah. You guys were awesome. I bring greetings on behalf of our Board of Commissioners. As you know, we have a new Board of Commissioners. Leslie Richards, the Vice Chair of our board, couldn't be with us this morning. She's representing us at the Delaware Valley Regional Planning Commission, and Commissioner Castor, who I was with late last night event. I was a little under the weather this morning, but I bring greetings from each of them. The three of us are working very, very hard together as a new administration on behalf of the great people of Montgomery County. And the proclamation that I'll issue in just a few moments comes at the behest of all three of us and on behalf of all three of us. I also do want to make a special welcome to one of the great state representatives from Pennsylvania and a leader here in Norristown in his own right, a good friend of mine and former colleague in the House, and you'll hear from him in a few moments, but that's Representative Matt Bradford. Matt, we're also joined by many department heads who I see in the room, as well as one other elected official here in Montgomery County, and I want to give him a special welcome, and that is our new treasurer and a dear friend of mine, and that's Jason South. Jason, please stand. So it is really an honor to be here today for what is my first Black History Month celebration. And I note on the programs that we refer to this as a celebration, and it is. But it really is also an acknowledgement of the contributions, an acknowledgement of the role that African Americans have played in our county, our community, our Commonwealth, and in our country. And today, as it was said earlier, we specifically celebrate African American and Black women here in Montgomery County and throughout the country. We know that Black women have made extraordinary contributions to really every facet of the American life and the American dream. Names like Rosa Parks and Marian Anderson and Shirley Chisholm and Marian Wright Edelman. These are the names that we learn in school. These are the names that have influenced our communities. These are the names who have influenced, quite frankly, public policy in so many different ways. But we also know that it's not just those named individuals that have had such an extraordinary contribution in our lives. It is the African American moms, the African American grandmoms, the African American women and men throughout our community that every single day go to work and raise families and make great contributions that have led to this wonderful fabric that is America, this tolerant community that we're blessed to live in a community where all of those contributions stitched together have led us to the place where we find ourselves today. And so it is important that as we acknowledge those who are named on posters and those whose names are children from Hancock reading textbooks, that we also just say thank you to the African American moms, grandmoms, and individuals who live in our communities. Today in America, we know that, and we read about this every day, African American women breaking ceilings and breaking barriers that had not been broken before. It's also important, though, as many of us who make up the leadership of this county, that we look inward and understand that African American women and African Americans in general are breaking ceilings in our county government and in our county efforts. Just several times a week, myself and Leslie and Bruce walk the halls of this building, walk the halls of the courthouse and One Montgomery Plaza, and meet the people who work every single day on behalf of our constituents in Montgomery County. And I have to tell you that I have been so impressed with their efforts, so impressed with the foot that they put forward on behalf of our constituents. And these are African American women and men and others who have really put their best foot forward to try to help our constituents. And I want you to know that in turn, our administration, the Shapiro, Richards, Castor administration, is going to be one of the most open, one of the most tolerant, and one of the most understanding administrations, if not the most, that this county has ever seen. And I would encourage you to pay attention to the newspapers tomorrow morning when you see that we will break yet another barrier in that vein here in Montgomery County. You will be proud of the type of leadership that we provide as members of the Board of Commissioners, just as we are proud of the contributions that you make every single day on the front lines, helping each and every one of our constituents. You reflect what is so good and so great and so diverse about our county, and we're so grateful for all of your hard work.